Ann Hauk here. Today's video number 54. Oh my gosh. 54 of the 100-day ILN video challenge. So I'm 4 days over halfway. It's hard to believe it went by really fast, and it's amazing that I'm on 54 right now. Anyway, today's topic is worrying about yourself. So I took the kids to Mass today, and the sermon from Father was pretty interesting. It was about just people always worried about what everybody else is doing. You know, it kills me when people do this, because I have people in my life that it's always, you know, well, this person did that and that person did that. You never hear what they did. Especially if it was wrong, right? You're not going to hear, oh, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I did this and I made this decision, but it was wrong, and now I have to live with it, and I'm going to blame everybody else. So Father was talking about a few years ago when he was doing this reconciliation, and it was at the time when you had go in that little room, and they had a little window thing with a screen so you couldn't see the other person, and which is funny because I don't even know if they do that anymore, because when I made mine, way back when, that's how we did it. But now the sacraments totally changed, which this is totally off on a tangent, but the Vatican actually years ago changed the order of sacraments because they were fine. I just asked our ministry leader the other night at a meeting why this was true, why they changed it. Because when I was young, I made my first communion in second grade, and then my reconciliation wasn't until, like, I don't know, fourth, I think. But now you have to make your reconciliation before you make your first communion. So, and I asked why they changed that, and she said because the Vatican wanted it to be uniform across the country, and I don't know if it's the whole world, I'm assuming, I don't know, I guess, but also because they were realizing that people weren't doing the reconciliation. Once they made the first communion, everybody wanted to make the first communion, right? But nobody was doing the reconciliation afterwards. So, because nobody wanted to go and confess their sins, I guess. So they changed it so you had to do reconciliation first now in order to make your first communion. So anyway, my daughter makes her first reconciliation next month in November, and then in May she makes her first communion. But anyway, back to topic. So Father was doing this reconciliation with one of the parishioners years ago in the little room, and she came in, and he goes, I knew it was a woman, obviously, because of the voice. So she starts talking, and she's saying, my brothers and sisters, they always do this and this and this. And my friend the other day did this and this and this. And my mom is this, and she went on and on and on about all these other people, about what they were doing and what they were doing wrong and all this other stuff. And Father said it was so funny because he was sitting there thinking, and then he actually asked her, he goes, I asked her, why are you here? And I thought that was hilarious. I started laughing in church. But it's true, because he was thinking, all she was concerned about and so consumed with what other people were doing, that she wasn't thinking about what she was doing. She was there supposedly for herself and to reconcile, with God, her sins and anything that she's done that wronged somebody, or, that whatever she had to do, right? And then, be forgiven for it and do repentance and whatever, that kind of thing. But she was so worried about what everybody else was doing, and she never got around to even what she had done. So Father's like, why are you here? It was like kind of funny, but kind of like he was serious because, so I just thought that was funny. So he was talking about that, and he was saying that, people are so worried about what everybody else is doing around him, what everybody else, that somebody does something bad, it's like, oh my God, I have to tell everybody, and this is what, guess what so and so did, and and my neighbor did this, and blah. It's like, who cares? It's like, worry about yourself and what you're doing. Be the best person you could be, regardless of what everybody else is doing around you. We all make choices. I mean, you make choices every single time you get up in the morning. You make choices all day long. And some are good, some are bad. But regardless, you have to live with them, whether they're good or bad, right? And you try and, right the wrongs that you do, hopefully, and you try and, forgive other people as well when they do something wrong, so you can be forgiven as well. But people waste so much time and energy worrying about what everybody else is doing. If you're worrying about what somebody else is doing in the sense that you're trying to help them, then that's a different story. Then that's great. Yay, I applaud you. If you're worrying about what everybody else is doing because you just want to rub it in their face, or you want to talk to behind their back to everybody, then no, that's not cool. So my point is, I don't have the time or energy to worry about what everybody else is doing. I'm doing what I do, and I worry about what my kids are doing. Yes, that they're doing the right thing and making good choices every day, and I'm worried about that I make good choices every day. But I don't have the time, and it's not my business, the choices that everybody else makes. That's their business. So you need to figure out, and if you do make a wrong decision in what you think is a wrong decision, because everybody has different opinions on what's right or wrong, right? So if you feel you made a bad decision or bad choice on something, then just admit it. Hold yourself accountable. Nobody wants to be accountable for their mistakes or any of their decisions that they make anymore. It's all blaming somebody else. I didn't succeed in my last business opportunity because my sponsor didn't call me back within 24 hours, or nobody emailed me back, and nobody, it's like, really? What did you do in the meantime? It's not their responsibility to make, to see that you do everything you're supposed to do. Or, like I said, if you're there to help people, great. And that's actually what we're all about in Internet Lifestyle Network is, we're there to help everybody succeed. We're there to help our teams succeed. Because then you become successful at the same time. So everybody's kind of moving up at the same time, which is really cool. So you help other people become successful, automatically makes you successful. That's how you, that's how you become, whatever success means to you. It's different to everybody. So, that's just, everybody has their own thing about what success means to them. So anyway, that's my 2 cents for the day. Just worry about yourself and, and the people, and worry about your kids, obviously. But, other adults, they can make their own decisions, and you can't force someone to do the right thing if that's not what they choose to do. So there's no point in wasting your time and energy trying to, convince somebody that that they're doing a bad thing or anything. As people do what they do. I've learned that the hard way over the years, that, you really can't control what people do. So anyway, that's it. Hope everybody had a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.